Hello everyone and welcome to StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm 1 versus 1 ladder action. In the left hand side of the map we've got Friggoff Rick, Red Zerg. And in the upper right hand corner we've got the one, the only, it says the Doctor, but really it's just an alias for Sleepy Zala. So I'm going to be doing a ladder. I'm going to be streaming ladder games. I have a little bit of ladder anxiety, as I'm sure some of you guys have. And then I hope to do some replays and post them on my YouTube channel with me commentating on them, seeing how I do. If you guys would rather have me actually record me actually playing the games, I can do that too. Just leave a comment. For whatever reason, having some crazy lag stuff going on. That's okay. We will get through it. So far, it looks like nothing important is happening. What's interesting is that this Overlord right here, he's not scouting at all. These are 2 Gold League players. Obviously, myself included. I think I'm like 10 in my league right now. And I'm not sure what Friggoff Rick is. But you really want to be... Oh, look at that. I think he misclicked. I think he meant to send 1 drone down to put a hatchery. And yeah, that's what's going on. Also, you don't want to build a hatchery with a mineral drone. I don't know if you get to keep the mineral or not. I don't see why you would be able to. And over here, I'm going with the standard pylon blocking off the main ramp kind of thing. I do this up here instead of down here, mostly because when playing ladder, I absolutely hate being rushed with tons and tons of Zerglings early game. So I kind of wall off here and then eventually move down and wall off here as well with some sentries or something. I always go for a pylon at... Well, okay, not always, but usually I go for a pylon at 9. Chrono boost out the stuff as soon as the pylon finishes, chrono boost out workers. And then go with the gateway at... as soon as like 12, I think, 12 or 13. And then I get a cybernetics core as soon as this finishes. I go with my first simulator at 15 supply and my second one at 19 supply. That gives me a really nice mineral to gas ratio. So over here, oh, and by the way, I also do, as soon as I finish the gateway, I like to go and scout out because I want to know if they went for a hatchery early or if they're going to be delaying the hatchery to do some aggression. And again, these overlords need to be on the other side of... need to be scouting out to see what I'm doing here. That is like the biggest tip I could possibly give to anyone watching this right now. Looks like we got metabolic boost going, which is good. He probably needs to take some of these drones off of the gas at this point and put him back on the minerals because it looks like he's just low on minerals. And early on, Zerg players are way, or the Zerg in general, relies heavily on minerals for their early game units. But maybe he is trying to bank up on gas for some reason. I guess we'll find out. So he already has his second, he has his expansion up and running already. It looks like I dropped down this around 28-ish. A little bit later than you'd probably hope for, especially after scouting that he did expand himself. Threw a pylon up here just in case he decided to scout, which he's not doing at all. To see, you'd be like, there's only 2 pylons, and oh, he'd be wondering where the third one is, and maybe start looking around the map instead of just going straight for aggression with me. You can see right now I already have a Stalker and a Zealot out. I plan on trying to put a little bit of pressure on, or just kind of seeing, you know, poke around. Maybe he being really extra greedy and didn't get any units out at all. Luckily, he's looks like he's got a spine crawler up here. So that should protect him quite a bit. You can also see that his supply is skyrocketing compared to mine. He's got 48 workers already. Usually I'm a pretty aggressive person when it comes to workers, but This guy is just insane with his workers. You can see his making 1,200 minerals per minute compared to my 800. And that's because he's got such a huge economic. Put so much into workers, which means that I should probably be attacking with these guys because he's being so greedy with his workers. He really does have no units out at this point. If I had any kind of semblance of military besides this, then I would totally steamroll him, but I just haven't been making units myself. So I'm gonna go in. He's got one roach on the way. Force field this off in case he has any roaches coming from that side. Probably move this stalker away from here. Try to prevent them from shooting down there anyways. And for some reason I'm going after Spinecrawler. And lose my sentry, which is horrible. That was not a good play. So far he's basically lost the queen. Hardly anything else. And already I'm down on resources. Only thing they've killed any workers, haven't damaged his economy at all. Luckily he doesn't have a queen anymore, so I'm able to use my mothership core to kind of pick off these units as much as I possibly can. I mean, even getting 1 or 2 roaches at this point is kind of like my goal, because I don't want them to be able to, every single unit he doesn't have makes it's very helpful at this stage in the game. Again, what did happen though is because I was distracting him, he stopped his worker production. I was able to catch up. So you can see now that I'm actually making more minerals per turn than he is. He's making more gas per turn, which I don't know if that's a great idea. He's banked up lots and lots of money. Yeah, if you have that much money, you should need to be doing something else, either be expanding or building units or something like that. It looks like I'm trying to put on more pressure here with another pylon. I don't think that's the best bet. Looking back, and I probably don't realize it. I do see them coming across here, and so I move my guys back. Do I have any sentries though? I just warped them in so I can force field the ramp. And I'm going after a Stargate because I see there's lots of roaches. If I force field them off, basically I prevent them from being able to attack, and I was able to like zap them a little bit. And I think I'm out of force fields now, so I'm in a lot of trouble. Now the armor supply, he's got 50 to my 26, so he's got twice as much. Immortal though is 7 kills, mostly roaches, which is really impressive. And as you can see, because of my placement in this really small little area in here, I knocked down his 50 army supply down to 20. Like killing off lots of, I've lost 13 units and he's lost 35 and 2 workers. So his resources lost has completely skyrocketed. And for some reason I left that guy there alive. So again, it looks like I'm counterattacking with 2 immortals, which is really strong. It would be ideal to have sentries along with this, but I just simply don't have the gas. For whatever reason, I didn't get my gas set up fast enough. But looks like right now I just have too strong an army to really concern myself with it. What I should have. I'm just gonna beat him out with sheer numbers, which is impressive because normally that's what the Zerg do to other races. My mothership core alive. My mothership has 5 kills on it. That's really good. And it looks like a miss rally for these roaches. So at this point, I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna win this game. Pretty much nothing he can do. He's got half of my units. I got 2 immortals, which could pretty much probably take out all the units that he has. Because they're so strong against roaches. Roaches are a very popular thing, it seems, at least in my experience in the gold leagues. Roaches are very popular for players, and so if you can get a couple immortals early on, that's really helpful for your defense if they make any kind of roach push. I mean, stalkers are good against them, but really immortals just 55 damage against them compared to 15. It's just immortals are just bomb. So I'm not sure why he hasn't tapped out yet, but I pretty much won this game at this point. Sending over some more stalkers, taking a third just to be safe in case he has some base. And there we are. I got my first win in a long time on ladder. I've just mostly been practicing with AI, practicing my builds and stuff. But thank you for watching, and I will post a second ladder video soon.